Well, hello. It is Katie. I'm here. So is Freya, throwing around her best can of food. My name is Katie. I do the New York Times crossword puzzle here. Well, I do it every day. I share it here very nearly every day. And with excitement, today is a Sunday, and that means it is the best day. Yesterday, I was exhausted and just decided to do the sorry, I'm arranging my desk. Just decided to do the puzzle to get it done in preparation for today because I got a streak happening here. And so I did not talk through that one. If it's very important, I suppose I can go back and just review the solved puzzle, but I don't think that's particularly interesting. So I'm not planning on doing that, but I am ready for today. So let's not waste any more time. However, while I have you here, if you would consider liking and subscribing, especially if you're a repeat customer and you haven't done that yet, that would be great. Just trying to get the word out that I do this, and here we are. So today is Sunday, as we all know, or will learn right now. Sundays have a stated theme, and today's is small change. Not all of the themes are in quotation marks, so this tells me there might be a theme on a theme happening here. And so we'll just have to wait and see, but let's do it. If I didn't say this already, it's Sunday, August 23rd. So I think the kids are back in school in a lot of places, so that's exciting. All right, let's go. All right, what I am seeing here is that the puzzle looks ginormous. I think it's probably about the same. Let's see, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, it's roughly the same. I think the last time I counted a Sunday, it was 21. So it's not crazily huger than usual. It just looks so huge. I'm going to leave the clues side by side today just because I think it might be easier to see. Typically, I try to simplify it, but okay, here we go. Could this be rad? Let's see. Organism that moves using pseudopodia. I'm going with the thought that rad is one across, and I think this could be amoeba. Change the course of, I don't know. Silent film actor Jannings. Okay, I don't know. I was gonna say I think it's Emil, but it could also be Omar. So, and I do need the glory that is that coffee. It looks very fancy today. It's not even. I just frothed up the milk to warm it. Peace symbol is a dove. Love that. Itty bitty. I don't know, but here's our first clue that's related to the theme, small change. Image on one side of this puzzle subject. Okay, that's very helpful. Oh, Seminoles' rival in college athletics is a gator. Speaking of which, college football right around the corner. It might even be on today. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know. I'm ready for fall, you guys. I'm ready. I've been ready since February. Okay. Change the course of, I think, is divert. Still thinking that rad is the word in one across. And I think this is Emil. And I think I've seen this before, and that's how I got to that so quickly, Discount merchandise indicator, I think, is red tag. And unfortunately for us, this is going to be teensy, I think, and I hate that. Eensy and teensy and weensy, they're always in here in some like weird, we can't think of a better word arrangement. So yeah, Enemies, a love story actress, is Alina Olin, who was also in Alias. She was in Chocolat. She is Swedish. I don't know why I know so much about her, but I do. Image on one side of this puzzle subject. This, I bet, is going to be Mount Rushmore, because I think this is Abraham Lincoln. And we'll see if it shakes out, but I think that's right. Small change. I don't know. We'll see. Got tinier, it shrank. Yogurt drink in Delhi is a lassie. Mango lassie. Oh, I could kill for one of those right now. They're so good. Playa del Carmen in Spanish. Playa means beach. Many profs, such as yours truly, PhDs. Reclined. I think this is laid, but I don't exactly know how we're going to put it in here. You'll see what I mean in a second. I'll come back to that. Deny responsibility for... Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is not PhDs. Because I was just thinking this could be plug-in. So, okay, hosts in brief are MCs. And a liturgical singer is a cantor. I know, also because I have been one. Deny responsibility for. Disclaim. Okay, well, that's good. Okay, this reclined, lean. That's why I paused, because initially I thought it would be laid, but when we talk about reclined as a, I wasn't sure if this is a verb or an adjective. And so if we were talking about, first of all, if you lay something down in past tense, you spell that L-A-Y-E-D. I laid it down. I laid down. But if it's the adjective, you spell it L-A-I-D, and that's what was messing me up, because you never have S-D something. And so that's why I hesitated there. But I'm pretty sure this is lane, and this is... Oh, maybe this is snap in? What is this? Return flyers. Filers. Return filers. CPAs. Yeah, so snap in. Adage promoting thrift. Perspective. Okay. Much of Diego Rivera's work. Oh. Okay, let's keep going. The Tolkien monster is an orc. You know what? Freya's barking to go out. Chances are June also wants to go out. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Pause, please. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. So as I was saying, Tolkien monster, orc. That's like Saruman's army, you know? Okay, let's see what we got here. What's this, maybe? Monk-like, in a way. This, I think, is ascetic. And I don't know why I think it is. It just is. I just see it. Perspective. Vantage. And periodical, informally, mag. Diego Rivera's work, frescoes. I know he does murals. I didn't know about frescoes, but I will guess that that's right. God, that is so good. So here's my coffee today. It is a Cometeer capsule. So delicious. Cometeer is my most favorite coffee. It's just delicious no matter which one you're drinking, but I like the dark roast because I don't like all the acid. Dark roast, Cometeer pod, a little bit of Fairlife 2% frothed. I swear it tastes so good. It's like the best latte I could want to buy, and I make it at home, which, I mean, multiple wins there. You can count on me. How about I will? I think it could be. What a crush might make you do. More intense as an emotion. Rawer. Rawr. A young Scot is a lad, I think. Oh, okay. Guess what? There's a rebus here because this adage is a penny saved is a penny earned. And 2 farthings is a halfpenny. So guess what? I'm going to put it in. So it's not Mount Rushmore. It is pennies, which does fit the theme of small change. And I wonder if penny is the only thing we're going to see or if we're going to see other coins in here as well. So we'll see. Is a penny earned? See that? Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm wondering. I'm going to stop this. What, am I? No, I'm not. Am I? No, I'm not. I was going to say, what if we zoom a little bit? Zooming into my window does increase the size of the puzzle, which we love. There we go. And what if we zoomed a little more? I just want everyone to be able to see as clearly as possible. Oh my God, we've just changed everything. Look how huge that is. I love it. Okay, good change, guys. Good change. Okay, now let's come back here. I'm just gonna pull this out for me a little bit. Okay. Penny, demonstrate frugality in a way would be penny pinch. And barely keeps going with along is limps. Okay, it can become amber is resin. And this is streetcar tram, which I already knew because what a crush might make you do is clearly flirt. And I got that when we filled in resin. I'm bummed it took me that long to do it. Okay, quick cut, I think is snip. And Goodfellas Oscar winner is Pesci, Joe Pesci. And by the way, in case we forgot, image on one side of this puzzle subject, Abraham Lincoln. So the subject is a penny. I think it's not going to be other coins. Okay, doo-wops, sha-na-na. What a weird musical period that was. Early stage of a drug trial. Is this like phase 1? I mean, come on. Oh, predator with dermal denticles. Is that a shark? Yeah. Offspring is kids. The dermal denticles, whatever it is, are clearly a shark, and I think this is phase 1. And let's test it here. Scottish dance, I think, is a reel. if necessary, as needed. Protected space for women in the Ottoman Empire would be harem. Oh, look. And of course, we have to have eels in here. Wait a minute. Fish? Oh. Fish have larvae? I thought that was just insects. But okay, I guess. Now I'm going to have to look that up. Okay. Start of a historic triple boast. We have had this multiple times over the past couple weeks. That is clearly I came from the saying, Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Said by Julius Caesar. I learned all of this just from doing the New York Times crossword puzzle over the past month. So, I mean, I knew it before, but if you didn't know it before, then that's how. I mean, it's been in here so much. Exams for ambitious high school students. I think this is AP tests, but I don't know. Yeah. Angle variable in geometry would be theta. Also just been in the puzzle. I think either this week or maybe it was like last Sunday. Duck known for its insulating feathers. I know this. It's just not coming to me in the moment, so hang on. Okay. Indigenous people of the Colorado Plateau are Ute. And thank you for saying indigenous people, because we had a clue a couple, I don't remember when, I think it might have been last week or maybe beginning of this week, where the answer was clearly about indigenous people and the clue referred to them as Indians. And I think that is absolutely not good. If we've all decided we're going to go with indigenous people because it is respectful to them, and that's what they want to be referred to as, we should do it. I don't know if you can hear, but Freya... No, come back. Okay. Freya is barking at me to come in now, so I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay. I'm back. And someone just turned on a leaf blower, which I can't control, so. Okay. Subtitle alternative. I don't know. A Muslim, oh, I got it now. A Muslim headscarf is hijab, and the goose, or the duck with its insulating feathers, is an eider, which I also learned exclusively in the New York Times puzzle, because there are many areas of information I know nothing about, many. Birds are one of them, including ducks. I have no idea, except that we call swans... baby swans are called cygnets, which I do love. What could this be? Subtitle alternative. Okay, well, we're gonna have to suss that one out. I'm not gonna worry about that at this moment. Date night bookings. Place for pliers. Oh, I was gonna say toolbox, but that's not right. Bird with an S-shaped neck, I think, is an egret. Hang on just a second, if you would. All right, she just needed a reminder of what the appropriate way to go is. 1 of 12 astrologically. Oh, okay. I'm still curious about that. Genre for Susie and the Banshees. I like that spelling of Susie. What could that be? Okay. Goth? Goth? Is that a genre? Let's try it though, because I still think this is going to be Tool something, because where else would pliers be, you know? Date night bookings. Sitters. What is this? Balderdash. Rot. True. When we were young singer is Adele, clearly. You know, this is like one of those cereal bars. It's from Trader Joe's. Oh, I love them so much. I don't eat them very often, but one at Trader Joe's, you know. Information in a prescription is dose, and well, island location of Iolani Palace. I think that's an I, not an L. This is in Hawaii, but I don't know if it's Maui or if it is Oahu. Yeah, it's Oahu because one of 12 astrologically is Leo. Okay. Great. Solving our way. Notorious Chicago bootlegger is Al Capone. I know because I lived in Chicago many years. They talk about it a lot. Drug enforcer would be a narc. Not a mark, a narc. All right, what do we have? What a dog uses to shake, paw. And Tom, who wrote Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, I don't know. Good but not great. Grade. Good but not great. Grade. Okay, that's gonna be a plus. Potentially C or B. I don't know. This is boa. Word with constrictor or feather. And this is Sinn Féin. And that's like a revolutionary party in Ireland. But because it is Gaelic, we say Sinn Féin, I think. But we spell it like this. Okay? S-I-N-N. Alright. Make smelly stink up. I think is the thing. And where this puzzle subject was last made for circulation in November 2025, US Mint. Hey, and we're halfway, so you know what? How about subscribing if you haven't already? And if you've already subscribed, there's still a job for you, and that is to like. Give me a thumbs up. But more so, subscribe if you haven't. That'd be so great. Thank you so much. Target with as a pickup line. Use on. Scribe in a courtroom in brief is a steno, but I've never heard steno used to describe the person in a courtroom who's taking the transcript of the proceeding. That is always the court reporter, you know? So, I don't know. Prepares for an interview, say. I don't know. We'll find out. Nursery rhyme, street vendors cry. Okay, it's gonna be 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Look at how huge these words have become because I've blown this out so big. Okay. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to think this is B plus because this certainly is going to be Robbins, I think. Tom Robbins. I don't know who that is. It sounds like a country song, and God knows I hate that. A failed transaction. Okay. Well, Hoarders network. Hoarders. Oh. Oh, I don't know. Having impeded growth would be stunted. And what do we have here? Penny loafer. Oh man. I wore penny loafers school shoes for so many years. Okay. A failed transaction is no sale. That's a little scary. But I think prepares for an interview say is Mike's. I was thinking of like a job interview. No. We're not talking about that. No, we're not. All right, Aaron. Oh, A and D. Okay, they spell it out. Thank God. Taco bar adjective. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Musical staff symbol. It's gonna be clef. I don't know what would be in front of it. I don't know. Poli-sci. And pork base taco option is al pastor. Okay, and the taco bar adjective is asada. Carne asada, you know. Cooling units in brief would be ACs and C-clef. I mean, okay, that's oddly specific for just that. A musical staff symbol. I mean, okay, I guess it is. Bitter, acrid. That's a great word. I love that. I love that word. Some Ivy Leaguers is Eli's. They're the people from Yale. And in case you don't know anything about Yale, because why would I or you or anybody unless you went to Yale? Like eels, Eli's is in the puzzle so frequently. That's how I know it so easily. It's just Phil at this point. Can I tell you anything else? Did Will Shortz go to Yale? I don't know, but it's in here constantly. Okay, snowmobile brand is Ski-Doo. And so far, I have to say, I'm enjoying this puzzle. It is not particularly hard once you glom onto the penny thing. Aggressive move allowed in some forms of kickboxing is going to be knee something. And this street in Liverpool, Penny Lane. Okay. Goddess of the Dawn is Eos, which you just learn over time doing the New York Times crossword puzzle. Like many, a farm stand purchase. I don't know. Okay. Okay. This immediately gave me a headache. I believe, and I'm not certain, but I believe the answer here is tool case. If this is correct, I've got so many issues with that. Have you ever heard of a tool case? Have you used a tool case? I don't. I use a toolbox. I have a toolbox, right? Or a tool kit. Have you ever heard of a tool case? Now let's make sure. Yeah, it's gonna be right because this tennis great Arthur is Arthur Ashe. But you know, honestly, like, what did they get to this part of the puzzle and they're like, ooh, a box isn't gonna fit here. So what's a word that could describe a box? Ugh, it's so annoying. Wow. Oh. Also, maybe this is partially why I did not do yesterday, because I was not in an awesome mood yesterday, and in hindsight, as I was doing the puzzle, I was glad not to be talking about it, because I'm like, oh no, the problem is with me, not with the puzzle. But I just had nothing good to say. It's your business sloganeer for short is WSJ, Wall Street Journal, I think. And of course, its capital is Roma, Italia. Va bene. Out of this world. Maybe lunar. Silly is inane, which is one of my more favorite words. And fall bloomer is aster, which we have seen recently. I think just this past week that exactly was in here. This one is going to be Nat King Cole, the famous singer, father of Natalie Cole. Yeah. This is going to be lunar, I guess. Do I love this clue? Out of this world? Question mark. No. Could we come up with something more cleverer for a moon reference? Please, let's try, because out of this world sounds like alien. Like made up fantasy alien. Say something fresh. Wise something. Carpooling convenience is going to be the lane, but I don't know. I can see it. I can see the diamond, you know. Own lane? I don't know. We'll see. Showing less bias, I think, is fairer. And dodgeball star Vince is Vaughn. Oh, yeah. This is not going to be oh. This is going to be oh. And this is the HOV lane, which I don't really know what that stands for. We can look that up if it becomes important enough to me. And say something fresh. Wise off. Is that a thing? I've never heard that before, but okay, we can make it a thing today for this puzzle. We did that with tool case, so that's fine. Sounds like a blast. Oh, fun. I have to say, this to me, so whoever this here's the story I think that happened here. This creator, sorry, June's barking. This creator was like, ooh, let's do pennies, and made this whole thing with the rebuses, with the pennies, and Abraham Lincoln, and whatever, and got to some of these crosses and was like, stuff isn't fitting. Let's just add OH to the start of a couple things to jam it in there. That is the story I'm telling myself about how this came together. Stop doing this. That is so lazy. Layer of a farm. I don't know. I didn't realize farms were made in layers. Okay. Okay, specific charge on an invoice is line item. And we're, you know, plugging along. I have not forgotten this up here. Don't worry. We'll come back to that. Intimate. Okay. Get in the game. Darcy of House of the Dragon. I don't know. You know, have we all gone too far with, like, I feel like Game of Thrones. Been there, done that, you know? House of the Dragon has zero appeal to me. Department store department is men's, I think. And overflowed with, I think, is teamed. Also, that was just in there last night, in the Saturday. Reunion attendees, I think, are alumni. Fun fact, that's the plural. If you're a male alumni, if you have one of them, it's an alumnus. If you have one female, it's alumna, and alumni is the plural of alumnus. So it's the masculine plural of that word. It is Latin. Okay. This is not intimate. This is intimate, which is a verb, and that means to get at. Image on one side of this puzzle subject. This has to be some kind of shield. Oh. Shield? What is this? Oh, yeah. Another one. I'm telling you, the story about this constructor is coming together. Okay, maybe not. Hang on. Okay. Apologies. I thought that was going to be T downs, and I'm like, no one does that. But it's TD pass, which is fine by me because that means this is right. So fine. Get into the game is ante up, like poker. Cheeky, sassy. I don't know what kind of shield is on the penny. We'll find out. Modernist informally. I don't know. Nervous, I think, could be edgy, which is a great bottom word. All of those letters can easily be the end of a word. Dress up, I think, is tog. I've only ever seen that word as a noun, you know, like your dress togs would be like your fancy clothes. But you know what? We made tool case happen, and we made fun happen, and wise off. So why not? Oh. Okay. I think this is Nicene Creed, which was determined at the Council of Nicaea. I believe this was, I think, in reaction to a schism that happened. You know what? Don't let me get out over my skis. I don't remember exactly, but I do know the Nicene Creed. Yeah, this is Neo's. I don't know if I said that before, but I was suspecting it might be that. Okay. Okay. Offer advice or a hint to 24 and 72 across. Something like, give my 2 cents, you know, put in my 2 cents. Because, okay, I'll give credit where credit's due. Both of these clue answers have 2 pennies in them. So that is, you know, that's more along the lines of cute, but you know, listen, take my compliment, all right? Yeah, like many farm stand purchases, I think organic works for us here. And this, I think, is a rec room. And made cozy, I'm not sure. We'll find out. And of course, I wonder what this is. So the clue is aggressive move allowed in some forms of kickboxing. And knee, I don't know. Tag, jag, lag. I have no idea. Ugh, British English. Don't even... I can't emotionally handle British English right now. Yeah, fries in England, of course, have to be chips. Exactly proving my point. Badge pinning site would be a sash. I think probably like Scouts, you know. Like cotton candy, spun. And lead into pilot or pay, I think, is auto. And we've got Paradise here, Utopia. And Vikings are Norse. Put in... I think this is going to be your, and I'll show you why, because I just had a peek at this. Camel racing, oddly enough, Libya is called out specifically, but sure. I'm sure that happens there. Oh, I don't know, but we'll find out. And let's just finish this one. This is 2 cents. Put in your 2 cents. A deuce topper. What does that mean? I'll take another card as hit me. There's a lot of like poker or card games right in this area. Hang on. I gotta talk to my dog about a thing. Hang on. Ugh, dog is crazy. Stir fry staple. Is that a wok? Yeah. Long members of the onion family are leeks. Grayish, say. Makeup of a nervous system, largely. Is this neurons? Neurons. Oh, you know what? We were overthinking that other one. Yeah, it's neurons. And this is kneeing. I thought it was like a specific move, but okay. Meeting that goes above and beyond. Seance. Okay, I'll give you credit there. That's a fun way of getting there. Oh, boy. Oh, layer of a farm. It's a hen. Okay. All right. Okay. So, made cozy is cocooned. What do we have here? Rico, Spanish for wealthy. And the Union Shield, I think, is what we're looking for here. Yes. They use this ending instead of IZE in the American English. Hey, what are you chewing on? Ugh. I think this is body. Spelled like this, you know? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't like this clue because it's not symmetrical. Deuce topper 3. No, the answer should be tray. If we're going to talk about deuces, which are 2s, right? Trays are 3s in cards. So pull it together. Just because you put penny in the theme and have a cute little theme doesn't mean you can... My annoyance level is high with this puzzle today, clearly. All right, grayish, dull, lemon is the pucker producer. And let's come back up here because this is a little scary. Subtitle alternative, I think this is going to be dub, and the New Yorker cartoon is a bar. Yeah. Okay. So we did it, and we have a 105-day streak, which I'm happy about for sure. Let's go back into the puzzle just for a second. And let me see. Can I... that does nothing. Nothing I do makes this part of the puzzle bigger, which is what I want you to see. I don't care how big the clues are, but whatever. So, I think for a Sunday, how do I feel about this penny thing? First of all, small change. Okay, fine. But I feel like I want to give this one like a nice try. So a lot of this Sunday felt to me like arbitrarily filling in easy stuff, because the easy stuff is what got us to be able to have this theme, which was clever, and that's fine. The one thing I do like about these that are tricky is that you do have rebuses in here that are way longer than usual. It's not just sharing a letter, it's a whole word. And there's no formula for where they show up. However, this is so easy to get. It's so easy to get these things. It's almost like practice for how to get rebuses, because like the adage itself, or the nursery rhyme street vendors cry. I mean, once you get hot cross buns, you can see it right away. The same thing up here with the promoting thrift, right? we all know that saying so well that there's nothing to guess. And so the big guess is like, ooh, I gotta put Penny in one square. I don't know. I want to say like, well, thanks for a rebus on a Sunday. Those are always fun, but I don't know. Let's go to Rex Parker and then I'll come back and look at the. Oh, you know what? Hey, I'm just gonna go to Rex Parker. Let me see what. Yeah, easy, medium. See, the relative difficulty from Rex Parker, easy, medium, actually easy, but it might have taken some people a while to get the whole rebus angle. That's exactly how I felt about it. 2 stars, right on par. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. So it says here, and this is Rex. Hang on. Is it more interesting to see Rex? I don't know. I'll just tell you what he says. What he says. I don't understand the appeal of this subject matter. The rebus thing is kind of cute, but that's a really thin gimmick, padded out with just a handful of assorted, extremely dull penny-related facts. Just physical features of the penny, very boring. The definition of filler. And U.S. Mint, I mean, that answer doesn't even have a symmetrical equivalent. What a weird, extraneous, and not at all interesting answer. You gotta be some kind of hardcore penny enthusiast to love this one. Totally agree. This puzzle was also hampered by extremely ordinary fill. Yes, thank you. And he calls out tool case. Shouldn't it be kit or box? Wise off. Is that still an expression? Feels very 50s to me. I mean, we said all of these same things, right? So we're all on the same page. Yeah. All right. We're in agreement. Or as the kids say incorrectly today, agreeance. Okay, let's have a quick look at our stats. They're going to be humongous because there we go. Actually, maybe this is a better way to look at it. Okay, what do we have here? I did do some work in the archive last week, so we pulled ourselves up to a 97.2. Oh, this is nice. It's vertically displayed. I kind of like that. Yeah, so we did come in under our average. I will say such a leisurely solve, right? So to come in under average and, you know, have taken a lot of time to talk about stuff and mostly like rant about it, I think that tells the tale, you know? So anyway, do I feel like this is a waste of time? No, not at all. The puzzle is what the puzzle is. But here's the thing. When I sit down to do a Sunday, I'm like, bring me the best that you possibly have. This was not it. This was like a big Monday, it felt like to me. Even the theme was not challenging whatsoever. And can we get back to, in fact, I wonder, I'm going to go do a little research. I wonder the last time that Rex Parker had a puzzle that a Sunday that he deemed higher than medium on the difficulty scale. I would venture to say we're going to have to go back really far because these Sundays have just been so basic recently. That's just my take. If they're trying to get more people to do the puzzle, make it less daunting, they're doing it. These are extremely approachable, I would say. But that to me is not gold standard. Like, approachable is not what you want with the Sunday. Like, the Sunday should give you pause when you're solving it, not like, oh, eels, you know? Anyway, I think I've clearly conveyed where I stand on this. So anyway, I'm going to go and we'll start the whole thing over tomorrow with the Monday. So until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. It is beautiful here. We've opened up the windows in the house. It is cool and breezy. I'm gonna go enjoy it while it lasts because I'm sure we're not done with super hot and humid, which is always around the corner. So, anyway, have a nice Sunday. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow.